Anybody? Phil Brown down way back here. What? You can't hear me? Well, what? You want me to come? Okay. Got to come down closer. Okay. I got a real important film I want to talk to you about, so hold on. Oh. Well, we've never shot in this room before, so maybe this will do a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. I'll sit here for a few seconds here. This better? Yeah? Okay. You know, you ever been asked to do something that you never wanted to do? Huh? You know, a lot of us have had that kind of thing happen. You're on a committee, you're on some kind of, you got a job where your boss comes up and says, your job is to do this, you know, and you know you got to do it, but you don't want to do it. And you know, if you don't do it, there'll be hell to pay, and if you do it, maybe there'll be some, something good. Something good. Well, okay, move up a little bit. But you know, you got to do it. Because maybe something good will come out of it. Maybe down the end game, something important is going to come out. You'll get some gravy out of it. You always want that gravy. Well, Alfred Hitchcock found himself in that position in 1932. You know, in that day and age, England was in this quota quickie type of thing. They had a number of films that had to be made just to kind of meet the quota for British production. Because there was a lot of problems with a lot of American product being imported into that country, kind of flooding the country. So they said, well, we've got to make so many British productions, and they're called quota quickies because they were made very quick to fulfill the quota. Well, believe it or not, the great maestro, the great Hitchcock man himself, the guy, the master of suspense, hey, got to make a living. Oh, huh? Oh, okay. Got to make a living. I'm trying. Got to make a living, so what's he going to do? He's in the quota quickies type of situation himself. He's working for a studio called the British International Pictures. And he realizes that there's a project down the pipe that he wants to do, okay, called Easy Virtue. He and his wife, Alma Reville, have been working on an idea to do this. They hatched it on a vacation plan. But in order to do it, they're going to have to shoot this film that they really don't want to do. It's called, gosh, are we ever going to get to the title of the film? Ha! Maybe. Huh? Well, in a minute, maybe. Okay? Well, hold this in advance. It's Alfred Hitchcock working in 1932 on a quota quickie. The name of the film, and hey, let's see how this is strange. Okay? The name of the film is Number 17. Now I'm looking for seat number 17. Really strange. You know what? There is no seat number 17 in this place. They all go to 15. Weird. Whoa, it'd be weird if it was like 39 steps, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Well, anyway, he took on the project. He was going to do this film, Number 17. It's based on a play called Number 17. And Number 17 refers to an address of this old abandoned house that turns out to be sort of a hideout for jewel thieves. The plot is kind of convoluted. Hitchcock said, okay, I'm going to do this film. I'll do a quota quickie. My wife, Alma, and this guy named Rod Auckland got together and said, we're going to make a parody of this thing. We're going to make a send-up. Now, one of the problems with send-ups is you have to realize what the original was to understand this. Okay, still can't hear me. To understand the setup. Okay? So they tried their darndest to sort of satirize the issue, satirize the point. And as it turned out, it pretty much failed. It's pretty lame in a lot of ways. Hitchcock himself almost wants to abandon this film. If you read the Truffaut interviews with Hitchcock, he's not really enamored with this film too well. It didn't come off the way he had it planned it or wanted it to be. His idea was to do a mock-up. You watch it today, some of the humor really just kind of goes right over your head, okay? Doesn't really do what he intended. Now, I'll tell you though, okay, what? You want me to move up more? I'll tell you what, I'm going to come up real close like. Even though the plot squeaks, and it does have some interesting characterizations and things like that, the film looks beautiful. This film really has the hallmarks of Hitchcock's working out of that German Expressionist period. And he's working with one of his favorite cameramen, Jack Cox. And Jack Cox and Hitchcock really planned some great setups in here, great shadowy architectural use of camera with all kinds of uses of stairwells and strange lighting and compositions that are cutting off bodies and things. I happened to catch this film about midway through, as a matter of fact, being shown by Smokey up in Master Control, and it really struck me. I go, wow, this is a beautiful looking film. This, usually a beautiful looking film is going to survive just on its beauty of its look. This film almost makes it, the plot still squeaks incredibly. Now, likewise, I'm going to move up a little bit here. There's a, well, what else is going on? There's a nice chase sequence at the end of this film. And if you really want to sit through and it to the chase, which I would suggest that you do, I always believe that if you sign on for a project, you got to finish it. Now, Hitchcock finished his. He didn't want to do it, okay? But he finished the project. He did the yeoman's work, and he did the best that he could with his, with what he had. Same here. You want to sit through this whole thing. You want to sit through this whole thing and follow it through, so that it's like you signed a contract on. When you sign up to watch movies when you sign up to watch at the movies with film, you're sort of committed. You have to watch the whole thing. Okay? So please don't renege on that contract. Please don't. Okay? Stay with it. Stay with it. Okay? Don't renege. Yeah. See. Yeah, you might not have wanted to, but you gotta. You have to. Roll 'em, Smokey.